I think for most people, they want to get ahead. They want an opportunity to get ahead, but the biggest gap is knowledge. You just don't know. You guys give me that support, taking the time to have the Zoom meetings with me, to talk me through it. Man, that was priceless. I've listened and listened to people, and I never got nearly this far. I can always rely on you guys when I needed you guys. When I called you guys, you always responded back, and that was big. Man, I thank God for you guys. I appreciate you guys for everything you have done for me to this point. It's been a godsend, man. And I appreciate you guys also. I'm gonna say this again, making it affordable to be part of something so big.
Hi, I'm Glenn Carey. I'm part of the customer success team here at Replace Your University, and I'm joined today by Sylvester Mayers. And Sylvester is a recent student of ours. And I'd like to just ask you, Sylvester, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what's going on in your life?
Yeah, sure. Glenn, I'm a 54-year-old young man. Live here. I'm from Richmond, Glen Allen, Virginia. Shouldn't say Richmond. But been here since '94, about 30 years this year, I think. Right on it. Okay. Me and my wife moved up here after college. Played football for Clemson University. So got an athletic background. Majored in psychology. Currently work at DuPont as a technical advisor. Okay. I've been on the job coming up on 27 years.
Awesome.
Actually love my job. And I have a lawn care business that I've also had for 19 years. Okay. And I have another LLC along with that on the internet marketing. Okay. But hey, that's pretty much the rap sheet on me. I have 3 kids, a 26-year-old. Then I have a 17-year-old. My youngest is 13, so my kids all over the place. Wasn't planned that way, but that's the way God made it, so we here. They keep me on. They keep me going.
He knows best, right? So
yes, sir.
So speaking about replace your mortgage, what were the things that were going on in your life, the challenges that you were facing that had you looking at other types of solutions other than paying off your traditional mortgages you already agreed to?
Yeah, man, just trying to get ahead, man. Okay. I feel that, all your life you've been told, work hard to get ahead and, all the above. And yeah, to a perspective, there is some truth to that, but there's a lot of it is not what they say. And I would tell you that because there's only 24 hours in a day. And I can tell you, I work a lot of them. And I just felt like there was a gap, and there was a gap. I felt like, I'm not saying I don't appreciate where I am, but I knew and I know me and my wife have had these conversations, and I always tell her, hey, she was like, hey, we're blessed. I said, yes, we're blessed, but I felt like we should be at a better place too. So I was always looking to try to figure out how to close that gap.
Gotcha.
And that's when I ran across you guys, and I saw you guys on the social media. Okay. I think it was Instagram. Okay. I think the Facebook is one of them. And it caught my attention because, on the feed, you guys were saying everything that I felt I was missing, And so I started digging into it, and one thing led to another. And the only decision that came down to was, am I going to be able to afford to get into the state? And thank God, you guys I felt had a reasonable price for the information that I wanted to acquire. So yeah, it worked out. Yeah.
So after you heard the initial sales pitch, Sylvester, and you kind of, were interested in moving forward, what were your expectations, I guess, before you became a client? Like what were you hoping to accomplish?
Well, I wanted to get into a circle that would allow me opportunities that I didn't currently have. And just listening to everything on the sales pitch, the individual, when she was giving everything, the information, opportunities, I was like, man, this is it. I think I've hit the gold mine on this one. Because, I think for most people, they want to get ahead. They want an opportunity to get ahead. But the biggest gap is knowledge. You just don't know.
Right.
And you know, you hear a lot of talk. I mean, social media is crazy with it, but it's very surface. And I think once you get to the surface, I mean, I did seminars for 5 days, 3 days, but at the end, it's always the punchline, right? Oh, now if you really want to get ahead and go to the next level, here's the price. Sure. And that's when you're like, whoa, and, you know, and that pretty much ends it. But with you guys, hey man, it was like, okay, I can do this, and I wanted to do it, you know. So yeah,
awesome.
It was big.
So you decided to sign up and become a student, and you know, we went through our initial calls that we kind of had our design calls, we had our bank options meetings, you know, trying to direct you in the right position. So how long would you say from the time that you actually signed up as a student until the time that you had your equity line established and in place and funded? How long did that take you? So yeah.
It didn't take long at all. Okay, well, the process. Okay, so I would tell you this, because this is the part where you guys just wasn't in your control. To get from the time we talked about the HELOC, the equity, getting the equity set up, you guys like had me right on it in a matter. I say within weeks, I was with the bank, talking to the bank about getting set up. Now the process with the bank, you know, that wasn't very long, but you know, that's the bank. That wasn't you guys, you know, and that wasn't bad. I would say from top to bottom, 30 days, maybe a little more than 30 days by the time I closed on it. I mean, it was rather fast.
And without going into too many details, you had some challenges around the application process with the banks, where it wasn't just a cut and dry application. You were reporting several different types of income, and you had additional things that we were trying to roll into the HELOC.
Yes.
Well,
and I thank you guys for just really helping me out with that, because you know, you got your first position, then you got your second position with the HELOC, and you guys was able to help me come to terms that the second position would be the best for me, considering where I am with the first position on my mortgage with the interest rate, which is right now with 2.6%. So thank God for you guys with that, because this is a whole new frontier for me. So you know, you guys give me that support, taking the time to have the Zoom meetings with me to talk me through it. Man, that was just that was priceless. So, and it was helping me also understand the concept with what I was dealing with, because, you know, when you're doing something totally different, you know, you're trying to process it at the same time, and there's a lot going on. But you guys really helped me come to that. And I understand, and I was understanding. I was also transferring this information to my wife so she can understand it. You know, everybody was learning this. We was the rookie, right? We was a rookie in the game. But man, you guys coached me along, and it really made a difference and made us feel comfortable. You know, it's nothing like it's one thing to do something different, but to be at a comfort zone with it, you know, that really makes it that makes the game. It makes it what it is. You know.
Excellent. So kind of piggybacking off of that, were there any specific features or aspects of the Replace Your Mortgage service or experience that stood out to you at this point?
Yeah, well, again, from you guys end of it, your support, I'm still getting support. I like on the Replace Your Mortgage, first the HELOC, the fact of you can still, you're not really doing nothing different. You're making adjustments. Well, you are doing things different than what we was doing before. But it's not a takeaway. What I'm saying, you don't feel like you turning your life upside down to do something, or is there's not a stress level there. You understand there's discipline involved. Okay, no problem. We can do that.
Yeah.
But it's not really like you telling the family, hey, you know what? We about to go from a steak to bologna, man. You know, so. You know, and that was a breath of fresh air too, because you know you want to do things and you're willing to do whatever, but you hoping that you don't have to go to the extreme.
Gotcha.
So you know, that was good, and we were blessed on that one too. Yeah.
Excellent. So was there any part of the process that you would consider challenging or, a little bit hard even? And if
Yeah,
so, how did you
I was
overcome that?
the
So,
only part of it was okay. So with the banking part, uh I was looking for a little bit more insight, and I felt like there was one part that I wasn't getting that because it was the contact person was, it was kind of like hard to
Mhm.
get be consistently
Okay.
communicated with the person of contact.
Now,
But
at the
you
bank,
know,
you mean, right?
at the bank, not you
Okay.
guys, at the bank. Yeah,
Gotcha.
we talking about the bank, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So, but we got around that. So hey, but other than that, I honestly, I thought that the going through the process was, I had nothing to complain about
Okay.
because I could always rely on you guys when I needed you guys. When I called you guys, you always responded back, and that was big. I
Okay.
think if they really in the thick of things, I think that's big for anybody. If somebody have a question, I know for me, I try not to bother people, but if I have a question, I really, it's something that I really need to be answered
Mhm.
because it may be a question that my wife had. You know how I go, and so I'm trying to get this answer for my wife. It may not be a bit for me, but the wife got to be happy too. So you guys were able to respond, and there was never no skepticism. You know,
Right. Okay,
you
good.
guys were right on the point. Yep.
So before we started the interview, you had mentioned a little bit about your mindset shift and how that had to be kind of overcome for you. Can you talk a little bit about that, Sylvester?
Yeah, I tell you, I would have, I think in life, timing is everything. And I would tell anybody, you know, a year ago, being in the same position or situation, I may not have taken advantage of it. I may not have even, did the buy-in into getting into the circle to allow me to be at my greatest advantage.
Sure.
And I think that, the mindset, and that's one of the things that you guys have within the group mindset, it it does predetermine where you're going to be in life.
Okay.
I remember Michael in the seminar we had yesterday. He said, "What cycle of life are you at?" And that's true. Where are you at in your life cycle? And I'm at a different place in my life cycle. I'm 54 years old. I feel like a young man, but I know I got more time behind me than ahead of me. So, you start looking at things different. you
Sure.
know. And also it's about what you're really trying to get out of where you are in life and where you're trying to go with, from where you are now to later on. So I'm
Sure.
at a different place and I'm willing, it's not about not putting the money into it. It's about just being somewhere in a place, in a circle with people that's going to give me what I need. And to me, that's more important to me. That's what I value most.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Off the top of your head, Sylvester, can you talk about what you stand to save in time to pay off your mortgage now and
Oh
potential
yeah.
interest?
Right off the bat, let me tell you. So I did a refi, and I know Michael talked about that too, but I was one of those people. So I did a refi back in 2020.
Okay.
When the rates dropped, probably where they'll never be again, probably. Um, and I had like 26 years on my mortgage. I had been in my house since 2007, right?
Okay.
Then I did that refi in 2000, and I was at 26 years. And the HELOC gonna put me around about, instead of 26, it's gonna be around about 12 or 11.
And I think
That's
that's
big.
a couple of other debts on top of the house too,
Oh,
right?
absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. As a matter of fact, by that time, within 5 years, 3 to 5 years, it'll be just the mortgage be my only debt. You
Wow.
know.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah, yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. So have you used the line of credit to establish anything else besides, paying off the debt at this point?
Well, the line of credit currently, I'm about to use it to get the Walmart store set up.
Talk to me a little bit more about that.
So within the group, there's some connections with Amazon and Walmart.
Okay.
So I just talked to a group yesterday, and they're putting together the contract for me, and I'm about to get the Walmart store started.
Okay.
So again, that's Michael talking about liquidity, taking advantage of opportunities, and that was dead on, what he was saying. And also looking at doing some digital real estate as well with some of that liquidity.
Yeah.
Again, making financial babies, right? Opportunities.
So just to clarify, we're talking about an e-commerce Walmart store.
E-commerce, yes, yes.
Gotcha.
Just like the Amazon e-commerce, you got the Walmart side of it too.
Yep, awesome.
And so it has definitely opened up opportunities for me.
Okay.
Investment opportunities, and where you can increase your income, just like you guys talk about. So, yep.
Okay, so looking back at all of this, Sylvester, if you had this idea, is this something that you thought or that you think you might have been able to do without Replace Your University helping you along the way?
No, that's the thing. I can tell you, Glenn, no.
Okay.
I've tried. Listen, I've listened and listened to people, and I never got nearly this far. And at the end of the day, man, what it comes down to is, and this is what I had to come to terms with, if you really want to get over that hump, you got to be comfortable with the group of people that you're with. You got to like what you're hearing. You got to pay. I said, you got to pay for it. You know, that's a fact. You're just hoping that you don't be getting hit with a crazy price tag.
Right.
But, you ain't going to do it. No, I couldn't. No.
Yep. Great. So is there anything else about Replace Your Mortgage that you would like to add at this point? Anything that you'd like to share about your experience?
Yeah, I would like to say, man, I thank God for you guys. I appreciate you guys for everything you have done for me to this point. It's been a godsend, man. I really value everything that you guys stand for. I value everything that you guys talk about. It excites me. I told my wife, I may not sit down and read a 300-page book, but I said, but if it's something I value, I don't watch TV no more. I watch videos. I watch you guys. I watch, everything that I used to do changed. I used to sit around and binge Netflix series or whatever. But now, my wife will tell you, I don't watch TV. She watch TV. I'm watching videos. I'm listening to, and trying to learn more and more. And it's exciting to me because I see how it's going to transform my life and my family's life. Right. So that's all I care to hear about now, and learning how to take advantage of those things.
Okay.
So thank God for you guys. I appreciate you guys also. I'm gonna say this again, making it affordable to be part of something so big. I appreciate that. I really do. And hey man, I'm looking forward to everything that's to come.
Okay.
I think it's going to be. I personally, for me, I see the outlook is going to be just astronomical. I think sky's the limit. Hey, I'm looking forward to a lot of big things. Things I couldn't look at before, things I never looked at before. I'm looking at now. So I don't worry. I'm starting not to worry about things I was worrying about before, like retirement. What I'm going to do if I'm going to have enough money, or how much more I got to just. Everything's changed now. I look at things totally different now. So, yeah.
You know what they call, or what you can call that? It's freedom, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Down to its freedom.
Absolutely.
I've got one final question for you, Sylvester. Okay.
Yeah.
And think about this for a minute. But would you recommend Replace Your Mortgage to people that were facing similar challenges to you, wanting to pay off their house and have financial freedom in their life?
I'm already doing it, Glenn. I'm talking, man. I've been putting it out there. I have two guys that's already interested. I told you was interested in joining. Matter of fact, I got to give your information to them. That's stuff, man. You know what? Matter of fact, today, because it's too right off the bat. But trust me. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. And a lot of times people watch you and how you move and how things go for you. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, well, watch me then. Because I'm doing it, man. Seriously, but yeah, I'm talking about you guys, and I'm definitely putting you guys out there because I think people need, the friends of mine that I'm close with, I'm sharing this information with them.
Amen.
Family members, anybody that it can help.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, Sylvester, I just want to thank you for taking the time to talk with me today. We really appreciate you. You've been an ideal student of ours, and I've enjoyed every time I get the chance to talk to you. And I've enjoyed overcoming some of the challenges that we faced together. It's been a lot of fun. So super proud of you, and just keep going.
Hey man, appreciate you, man. You guys make life easy. It's a breath of fresh air, let me tell you.
Amen. All right. Thank you very much.